What is going on, guys? This is Miasin. So a few months ago, I think, I made a Kashtira combo video and deck profile, and some people obviously liked it, but some others actually gave me feedback on how I can improve it because I was missing some interesting cards, some cards that I feel like you absolutely have to play in the deck, and because of the fact that I uploaded the combo video literally as soon as we got the cards announced almost, it wasn't necessarily optimal, but now I actually had the time to, take people's feedback and improve the deck and also the combos, so I should be able to give you guys what I consider as good as... the combos should be as good as they get, but if you still have any feedback on how they can be even better, please let us all know in the comment section below. So today, of course, I'll show you guys 4 combos, and the deck profile will be coming up tomorrow. But before this video starts, make sure you like and subscribe. Check me out on Twitch and Instagram, all the beautiful fun stuff. If this video can get to 1,000 likes, and I know we can do it, I will be making a beautiful live stream that you obviously don't want to miss on this deck, and now let's jump right into it. Alright, so combo number 1, my hand is really bad. I have Rise Heart and Papillas. It's not good because you don't really want to normal summon the Rise Heart and then special summon a Kashtira monster that wouldn't really be able to search like much, but it's still a playable hand. So obviously you're going to be going normal summon the Rise Heart and then summon the Unicorn and then go Unicorn's effect to search the Birth because you already used up the Papillas, and then banish the Fenrir and then use the Birth, so revive back the Fenrir, and then you're going to be searching for your Unicorn because you would just want to follow for next turn. And now you can either go into Shangri-La and then keep one Kashtira monster on the field so that you can have double Kashtira monsters on your opponent's field, on your opponent's turn, and then banish, 2 cards, or 2 zones whenever your opponents play into your Kashtira effects. Or you can go straight up into a Rise Heart. It really does depend on whatever your opponent loses out to the most. So if your opponent plays like a Grave Heavy deck like Tear Laments, then a single Rise Heart is pretty much enough to make them lose, unless they have something like Mind Control, Change of Heart, Enemy Controller, anything that can actually steal would be very good against a card like a Rise Heart. So that's it for combo number 1. Very simple. It was a really bad hand. Now let's get right into what should be much better hands. Alright, so this time my hand is actually extremely good, even though there's only 1 card in it, and that's Unicorn. And you can easily search Unicorn with a field spell, so you're technically playing 7 Unicorns. It's not too hard to get access to this card. Anyways, we're going to be searching the Papillas and then summon the Fenrir from the deck. And now you're going to be searching the Rise Heart. So a better timing to summon the Rise Heart because you already have 2 monsters on the field. And now you can go into Shangri-La, use the effect of Rise Heart, banish the trap card, use the effect of Shangri-La as well as the trap card that is the Big Bang in order to summon one of the materials underneath the Shangri-La. That could be the Fenrir. I guess it's probably like the most generic one. And now you're going to be summoning the Rise Heart on top of the Rise Heart. Yeah, whatever. I mean, it's the lore with, the Scareclaw and Tear Laments and everything. It's actually really funny to see that Kashtira is kind of like the cousin of Tear Laments, but it's actually destined to like beat them because they have like a built-in macrocosmos, but whatever. So yeah, you're just gonna pass turn here, and then on your opponent's standby, you can summon a Unicorn, so the second Kashtira monster that you're missing. And again, you have a Dark Law. You can banish a card on the field face down, so it's a huge interruption. It does target, if I recall correctly, yeah. But whenever you banish a card face down, you can lock another zone with Shangri-La. And then again, you can use the effect of Fenrir and Unicorn to make your opponent lose 2 cards. One on the field face down, and another card from your their extra deck face down. So then they lose 2 extra zones, so they will only have 1 zone to play with. And that can be really big in case your opponent actually can somewhat play through these interruptions, but not really through the zones. So depending on what your opponent plays, again, this might be way more than enough. But the fact that you can achieve all of that with a 1 single card and still have 4 other cards to play with is absolute insanity. So that's it for this one. Let's get right into combo number 3. Alrighty, combo number 3, I no longer have Unicorn or Fenrir or Papillas or whatever. I want to say the Unicorn is by far the best 1-card starter, but when you don't have a 1-card big play to play with, you still have some nice combos. So Psy Beast and Birth is actually better than just drawing Unicorn. Yeah, I know. So you're going to be going normal summon Psy Beast on summon. You can banish a psychic monster from the deck, and then its level becomes the level of the banished monster. And we're banishing the Unicorn, so Psy Beast becomes level 7, and then Birth can revive back either from the grave or the banish. This card is so convenient, and it's also pretty nice to splash into your Laments because you're milling Kashtira cards, and then you're reviving back the Fenrir, and then you're searching again. It's so insane. I played that at the remote duel YCS, and if I wasn't misplaying and playing really poorly, I probably would have been able to, honestly top, actually. I was very close. I day 2'd and I just lost to Dominic Couch round 9, but it is what it is. Anyways, the Unicorn is going to be searching the Papillas, and then summon the Fenrir again from the deck, which searches you the Rise Heart. It's very repetitive because there are not that many options, so This deck, you really can't mess up. I mean, you can, but you really have to put in, like, the effort. Anyways, banish the Big Bang, and then Shangri-La, make your opponent lose a zone. And and then get, you know, a material from the Shangri-La, summon it, and now go for Diablosis using 2 level 7s, look at your opponent's extra deck, make him lose a card, and then you're going to be banishing even more cards. So the Shangri-La is going to be locking 2 zones right off the bat. That's pretty good, huh? So yeah, -3 zones, and on your opponent's next standby phase, you're going to be again summoning another Kashtira, and there might be a world in which your opponent might have 0 zones to play with, because you can go Fenrir, banish a card, so that's, you know, the first trigger for the Shangri-La to make him lose 1 zone, and then the Diablo, well, the Diablosis is now going to be triggering to be banishing even more cards, so that's going to be another zone, and now you have the Arise Heart to banish another card face down, which would be yet another zone, so you can attack every single zone in the main monster zone, and also 1 zone in the Spell and Trap, which is not really relevant, but over time, I guess it could be relevant. Imagine locking all 10 zones with this deck. It actually happened to me, by the way. Obviously, the guy could have killed me like 10 years ago, but he wanted to torture me, which is very fun and enjoyable, Yu-Gi-Mons. But that's it, just a very simple 2-card combo. Let's get right into the 4th and final combo now. Alright, combo number 4, but before we proceed, friendly reminder to smash the like and subscribe button. I really appreciate you guys so much, man. Just smash the button right now. I know you can do it. It's free. It doesn't take any time of your life, and it makes me really happy, and you obviously want that. But anyways, special summon the Unicorn, search the Papillas, and the other 2 cards are the exact same cards that I showcased for combo number 3, so very simple. Normal summon, and then banish the Fenrir, revive back the Fenrir. We're still not using the Papillas yet, and I'll special summon the Rise Heart, and obviously going to go into Shangri-La, and now go into Papillas, so summon another Fenrir, and now go into another Shangri-La. So I think you can see where this is going. We're going to be locking every single zone on turn 1, pretty much. So this is really disgusting. Lock 2 zones, and then Big Bang, revive back one of the monsters. Well, not really revive, but whatever, you get the point. And now go for Diablosis. So make a look at your opponent's extra deck, make him lose a zone, and then Shangri-La again. Lock 2 zones, and on resolution, Diablosis. Well, yeah, this was the Diablosis to banish the cards from your opponent's top deck. And this will be triggering the effect of Shangri-La twice again for a total of 6 locked zones on turn 1. You can actually do the Spell and Trap zones if you want, so that your opponent can't, you know, Dark Ruler no more you, or Book of Eclipse, or Swords of Concealing Light, or whatever the hell would actually scare you here. And then you can start attacking their, you know, monster zones when they start playing, because you can summon like a Fenrir anyways. Obviously, the standby effect of Shangri-La is once per turn, so that is a little problematic, but it's really not the end of the world. And this is just absolutely disgusting, because again, when the Unicorn or Fenrir triggers, you banish a card, so the 2 Shangri-Las will trigger, making your opponent lose 2 extra cards, and then the Diablosis will trigger, making your opponent banish even more cards from the deck, which will trigger the effect of Shangri-La again to attack the 2 final zones. So there is pretty much no way for your opponent to win against you if you have this 3-card combo, depending again on what your opponent plays. It really depends, because if you know that it's a deck that doesn't really play a lot of spells and traps, you start by attacking their monster zones, and then, you know, their spell and trap zones, whatever, you'll get them eventually. However, if it's a deck that mostly plays spells and traps, you do the opposite. So if you're going first against like Eldritch, for example, there's really no way in which you can lose the game unless your opponent specifically hard drew like Eldritch the Golden Lord. But either way, like if you have, let's say, a Rise Heart on the field, then your opponent can't even do that, because he can't even send cards to the grave. They all get banished instead. So I think that's how like the wording on Eldritch goes. I don't know if it like sends or discards, but whatever. I mean, good luck winning through that anyways. And again, you still have more cards to play with. You have a follow-up play. If your opponent activates a spell card, you can make your opponent banish 3 cards from their graveyard face down, which again will trigger Shangri-La, which is really stupid. This card should have been once per turn, and it's not even hard once per turn, and it's soft once per turn. It's not soft once per turn, so you can have multiple Shangri-Las, and then you go lock. Yeah, good luck, have fun. So yeah, that's it for this combo video. Thank you guys so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate you, and yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.